Going into this season, we've got three starters returning with Jasmine Howe, Macy Williams, and Tanya Meyer. Obviously, Tanya Meyer is bringing back the most experience going into her junior season. So we're really looking forward to see how much more she can bring us both on the floor and off the floor as an upperclassman. Also with Jazz being a senior, she's been through the conference through one season, and now she knows what to expect game in and game out. And so we're kind of expecting big things from her, as well as Macy Williams. Last year being a freshman point guard at the Division II level in the MIAA, she definitely had, signs of maturity and then signs of immaturity as a freshman, and that's going to happen. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how much she has grown from last year. And, just throughout this preseason, the group of 10 returners from last year have all come together really well. You can tell that they're focused on the season, on working together, and hopefully that will carry over once we get started with games. I think just throughout our preseason, the girls have been really competitive with each other when it comes to weights and conditioning, as well as in our individual workouts. And you can tell that right now they're not afraid to push each other and hold each other accountable. And so right there, that shows me as a coach that they've already have established trust in each other. And I think a lot of that is just carried over from last season. And throughout the summer, I could tell once we got into our preseason workouts that a lot of them have been working on some things throughout the summer. And so that was one thing that we talked about last year at the end of the season, before school got finished up, is the amount of work that was needing to be done. That way we could improve. And from what I've seen so far, several of them really took it into their own hands, and it's starting to show on the court. We'll be opening up our non-conference schedule down in Bolivar against two teams out of the Great American Conference with Ouachita Baptist and Henderson State. And it'll be good to go play two teams that we didn't play last year. I'm not sure if Northwest has ever played them, and so they're region teams, and it'll be on a neutral floor, so I guess anything can happen. And I'm just excited to get this team on the floor together, game wise, and just see the growth from last year. And after that, we've got some other tough contests non-conference wise that will hopefully help get us prepared for conference season. And I think with this group, with the three returning starters, as well as some young kids getting the opportunity to get a decent amount of playing time, it's going to be a process. But I think with what they've shown here throughout the preseason, now getting into actual practices, that they're bought into myself, they're bought into our staff as a whole, and they're bought into each other. And so hopefully that will carry itself over once we tip it up here next month.